constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Yellow Jackets will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great team.
Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And the Noles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might as well give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Cornelius. The screen, and watch out. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. The Yellow Jackets offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look so out in the open field. He was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To throw, it's Cornelius. Fires to the tight end. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you...
Lots of running room. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your...
Going for it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Noles.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Give to the running back. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Already one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Slithers into space. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point.
Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Seminoles. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Winton. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum, so next week we play a little bit better football.
Under fire. Complete with conviction on the crosser. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Cornelius. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Conway. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Quickly out to the tight end. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Snagged in the middle. It's Conway. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It is good. Now the lead is down to 11. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that, I'll keep trying to know.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The run from the shotgun. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
On the run, it's Weaver. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Reads it, fires complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They believe they can run right here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Cornelius. Fires to the big fella. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Then you hear about run blitz. blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire right when the ball...
There he goes! And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Unloads quickly. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for a man. It's Cornelius. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the air.
Beck's going for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Pulls it in. It's Conway. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Conway. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Wants to keep it in the air. Finds a tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Conway. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space, and allowing him to go to work.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Yeah, I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Got the quick pass. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Cornelius. Pulls it in, it's Paul. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
And I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's the quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easy.
Looking for a deep man. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He's not afraid to go deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And the Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta.
The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Winton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football problem out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
Finds his tight end. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
They just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He'll do it himself. Gets it past the marker. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense lining up for a first down play. Back to pass, it's Cornelius. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Noles will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver of the middle of the field.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Good timing on the quick out. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the option. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Now they find themselves behind, David. Let's see if they have an answer.
Yep, losing the lead, obviously, lose a little bit of momentum, but this offense
breaks into the open. Lowers those pads. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Seminoles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Cornelius. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball at different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Quick completion on the out. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They're going to run it. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Powers forward. They'll stop him short on third down in this defense, trying to make sure they stay on top. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now they take the lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Punch it out of the air. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down, because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 11 over Kentucky. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, he dropped it! Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And listen, QB job number 1. Take take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. You got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Absolutely center cut. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat him. A 5-point lead here in the 4th.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air, it's Cornelius. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Got a man. It's Clark. At the 45 on his way. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. And the Seminoles are on the move. To the air on 1st down. Got his man. Finds a crease at the 20. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Abraham. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. He wants to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it. Touchdown, Knowles! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Looking downfield, it's Cornelius. Sets up the screen. He'll be stopped short. Still a one-point game here in the fourth. They'd hoped to push this edge out to a field goal, but they were denied. Fielded in the end zone. It's Winton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Here's a heat. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
And these moments can be tight, man. You start looking at that clock, and that thing's staring at you. So I got to pass, I got to pass. Big fourth down and short. You got to get this first down. So you got to be thinking about that first before you think about the clock.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Grabs it inside the 15. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Yellow Jackets started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got his man, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Dead center perfect. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
Back to throw, it's Cornelius. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
Wants to throw on third. He'll try to take it back. The tag. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. He wants a big play here late. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
After that incompletion, fourth and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the pass?
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Timeout on the field, and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Scanning the field, it's Cornelius. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that.